It's Monday. You know we got to tap in with our 50-50 elected mayor of Kansas City, Missouri, Mayor Quinton Lucas. Now, Mayor Lucas, more than 2 hours after a successful Juneteenth celebration on 18th and Vine on Friday, one person was killed and 5 others were injured in a shooting. The frustrating part for many Kansas Cityans is that we've been having this same conversation for years with 18th and Vine. When violence became a recurring problem in Westport, we saw increased presence, controlled access points, and significant security investments. Many people are asking why 18th and Vine, one of Kansas City's most important cultural and historic districts, hasn't received that same level of protection. Straight up, what is the city's plan to make sure that people can enjoy 18th and Vine without worrying about becoming the next victim of violence?
I think early indications are that you had two rival parties engage in a shootout, and then too many people had guns, and that was kind of what incurred from there. I think that, I got a few different critiques. The first of which is going to be first on the assailants themselves. They know what they're doing. They keep acting a fool. They make it so we have nowhere that we can hang out or connect in this city. Whether it's 76th and Truce, 18th and Vine, parts of downtown, you see it again and again. And so the blame, first of all, goes on the assailants that continue to be a part of it. I do think you see a difference. Now, the difference in Westport is that you have business owners themselves. Same story with the plaza that have invested mightily in off-duty KCPD and district security personnel. I think you need to see more of it. I do wonder if you had a police car, maybe even with lights on, at the corner of 18th and Vine, at the corner of 19th and Vine. Does that start to make a difference? That's something we're going to look into to see if you even need more presence with it. But there are going to be a few steps. One, we need people to stop acting a fool. You can't bring your guns, get in a shootout, try to resolve things in the way you do. Second, we do need to make sure that there is always that visible presence. So at least you may not stop the shooting, but there's accountability, there are consequences. Right now, these people are acting with impunity. You don't feel like there are. And then finally, I think what we need to do is continue our investment. But to those who say this is because y'all don't invest anything, that's anything but the case. $20 million at the garage down the street, $8 million on the street itself at 18th and Vine, $3 million into the American Jazz Museum. I think another $1 million plus into the Boom Theater. We continue to put real money there. We need to make sure that all of our neighbors, all of our cousins appreciate it.
But Mayor Lucas, specifically, I want the Westport access points. I think that deters a lot of things from coming into that area. Like, what is stopping that from happening? That same security point happening at 18th and Vine.
Westport's security point came from the demands of local business owners. So I'm happy to talk to Juke House, talk to Smacks, talk to everybody who's there in the area. And if they're inclined to start that sort of thing, I don't mind it. Y'all know I'm ready to shut down some streets, right? I'm trying to shut down parts of the plaza, making sure that people can actually walk through safely. So whether it's 1 a.m. in the morning or in the middle of the afternoon, so my kids and I can walk around safely, that's something I would love to explore. I want the business owners to be part of it with us.
Mayor Lucas, we've heard from some of those local businesses that say that they haven't seen the World Cup economic impact that they quite expected. Some pointing fingers at the city or even FIFA. Does the responsibility fall on the business owners themselves to market and create experiences that attract visitors? What is your point of view with this conversation?
Deanna, you're trying to get me in trouble in the morning. I'm going to just say this, that I think look, we're going to continue to try to lift up more and more businesses. I've been to a lot. I've seen more crowds. I was watching the news last night, had a bunch of Ecuadorians walking around 18th and
I
Vine
saw
at
that.
Juneteenth, right? I mean, so people are getting out there. What I would encourage anybody to do is to try to make sure your business, your stuff is out as much as possible. Y'all know good and darn well, I'm out everywhere. Part of that is a hustle, and I'm not trying to sell anything. I guess I'm always trying to market the city. So I do think it's important for people to get out there as best they can. A lot of those news stories of the World Cup being a failure were news stories that happened before or after even the first match was played.
Right.
I mean, I think that we are seeing more progress, and Lord knows I'm seeing waiters, waitresses, some bars, some entertainment districts that are packed. So keep posting on your Twitch, which I don't even know what that is exactly, your TikTok, Instagram, everything else to make sure you're getting out there. But we're going to try to promote you too. And I'm going to keep going to businesses. If y'all can't find anybody, text me, call me directly, post on my Facebook. Don't just talk about potholes. business, invite me to your
Please.
business. Y'all know I'll come up, shake hands, and be a part of it all.
We're talking to our 50-50 elected mayor on this Good Monday, Mayor Quinton Lucas. Now, Mayor Lucas, Missouri's abortion debate is once again headed towards a course and potentially back to the voters. While Kansas City's authority in this area is limited by state law, many women here are feeling uncertainty about their health care options and what comes next. From the city's perspective, what resources, protections, or avenues of support are available to Kansas City women navigating those changes, and how can local leaders help people understand their rights and options while these legal battles continue?
So let me tell you, step one, I'm going to continue to fight for the rights of all of our people in Kansas City, particularly women and families facing important healthcare decisions. It's not my business. It's not anybody else's business how you look to make sure you can take care of your own health care, your family's health care. That's between you, your family, your physician, your medical provider, and that's the sort of thing we're going to continue to fight for. Kansas City will continue to be active in litigation in every place it can to do it. For those looking for counseling, Uzazi Village in the core of our city is an important resource. We care a lot about Black maternal health in particular. We continue to see higher rates of infant mortality among Black women in Kansas City. We continue to see less neonatal care for Black children. And so we are trying to make sure that we do even more. So, look, what I'm going to do is fight for the best healthcare outcomes of everybody. I think Missouri needs to get out of people's business. I'm proud of Jackson County Circuit Court Judge Jerry Zhang for her decision. And I hope that we continue to stand up for the rights of people. But look, whether you are Black, you are a woman, you are queer in our community, regardless, Kansas City, Missouri will continue to fight for your rights, standing against the onslaught of what we see at the federal level. And here's, by the way, everybody talks about Trump. It's what's happening at our state level every day that has more challenge to us. We'll continue to fight as long as I'm around for another 13, 14 months.
Tunisia and the Netherlands on the 25th. Or are you rooting for either country, or are you out of it?
Look, let me tell you something. I'm proud of my Curaçaoans. I don't know if you saw them kicking it this last
Yeah,
weekend.
they
My
kicked
good
it.
island friends, they were wonderful. I enjoyed spending time with them. I'm going to their island. Y'all can put me on the news for it. I'm gonna do it anyway. But now let me say this: Tunisia and the Netherlands. You know what? I'm just looking for a good match. I always have some love for brothers and sisters from Africa, particularly different parts that I haven't been to yet. That being said, I know the Netherlands has a team that represents the world too. So I'm looking forward to a good match. Everybody spend money. I went to my local LCs after being at the stadium the other day. So just get out there and
Scrumptious.
celebrate it. Enjoy it.
Wise words from Tom Brady's best friend, Mayor Quinton Lucas.
Oh,
I
oh.
like Tom
Now
Brady
that,
though. He's great.
That's a great
look,
friend
look,
to
I
have.
respect the game, but y'all saw, I didn't say he was a quarterback. I said he was an entrepreneur. I ain't here for his football. I'm here for his money. So glad he's investing, KC.
Have a good one. Continue to be a blessing, Mayor Lucas.
All right, y'all, take care.